text screenshot that I sent to you. I texted you a screenshot of a conversation with Will Sasso.
Yeah.
And it says, "Hey, Will, just wondering why you guys stopped doing 10-minute podcast." And Will replied...
Oh, this is great.
Will replied,
So funny.
"Hey, LOL. Well, to be honest with you, we had said it was scheduling at the time, but the truth is, had nothing to do with being busy or with me looking back. It was hard to keep going with dead weight. Callen is a nice enough guy, but he's just a medium talent. And for a long time, I tried to tell myself that he wasn't, and that I could tolerate his impetuously galling nature. That's just who that guy is. But at some point, the fact that he just has no star quality started to make me feel like I had to get out before it got dark, and he realized it. Hey, I've been present for a lot of wannabes blowing their brains out. Guess I just didn't want that on my conscience. Or his brains on my, at the time, Todd Snyder dress down. I don't really wear them that much anymore. Still a good brand, though. Styles change. I try to switch up my style every couple of years. That's just a me thing. Reinventing. I guess that's my whole point. Callen wasn't like me or Chris or Frank Caliendo or Phil Lamar. Just couldn't reinvent. Some people are born to die." Now...
He's such a scumbag.
So here's the big reveal, Bryan.
Some people were just born to die. Ah, my good friend Will Sasso. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Here's the big reveal. I don't know Will Sasso. I've never met Will Sasso. I wrote that to myself.
You wrote that? You son of a bitch. I thought that was Will. That's a very good Will impersonation. That's such a good Will impersonation, but you used to listen to 10-minute podcasts. Oh, you son of a bitch. I almost sent that to Sasso to be like, you bastard.
You know that I don't know him because the first time
But I figured he probably hit you up on a DM and went off on some tangent.
So I sent that screenshot. I sent the reaction that you had, which was, "Hey, don't say that stuff about me."
Yeah.
To Sam Laponis, to Nick Simmons, and
It's like
to
when
everyone.
you guys made fun of my shoes.
Yeah, please go.
Yeah, I show up with shoes. We're doing acting off, by the way, December 3rd, Sunset Strip. Come see some. And by the way, this weekend, Nick and I will be at Wise Guys Comedy Club in Salt Lake City. That's this Friday, this Saturday. Come get some. We're bringing heat. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Thanksgiving weekend, this weekend. We can't wait. So I'm there. And by the way, the weekend after that, or no, not the weekend after that, we're going to be in Naples.
Naples, Florida.
December 12, 13, 14. That's going to be an awesome weekend. Yeah. And then, all right. So at Off the Hook Comedy Club. So come get some of that. But what were we talking about? So we're doing acting off, and I've got the whole cast there. And Nick says something like, "You gonna wear those shoes on stage?" I'm like, "What?" They were just Nike running shoes. And then Sammy goes, "They look like they belong in a walkathon." And then Nick, the other Nick, says something like, I don't know how you even, like, she let you out of the door. And my wife goes, "I tried to get him to change." I'm like, what the fuck is with these shoes? So you're making fun of my running shoes. I go out on stage and I go, I got to talk about my shoes because they're all going to be looking at my shoes. In front of a whole audience, I go, "Sorry about my shoes, guys." And nobody reacted because now I know they were looking at me going, "Those look like regular shoes to me."
Totally regular shoes.
And you guys had me thinking those shoes sucked.
Well, because you know what?
So unbelievable.
The whole joke really was that it wasn't the shoes that sucked. It was...
Dude, I was amazing that night, and I'm going to be amazing December 3rd.
That's
Are you
true.
ready, or are you afraid?
I'm a lot like you, Bryan. I'm a lot like you. But the difference is that there's a place for me to land. You understand what I'm saying? All the talent.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Since we're doing this as a podcast,
Sure.
and you're how old?
20 I'm 32.
So, and you're a comic.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Actor,
Yeah.
performer,
Mm-hmm.
and gun to my head.
Oh, God.
Gun to my head. Not a big deal, but it's important, these things, because radical candor is important.
Sure.
You're talented. You're very talented. You're good. You don't have it, though. I mean, at the end of the day, right? You're not gonna make it.
Bryan Callen ditched Brendan Schaub to do a podcast with someone else. Now, he shot that before, but didn't show up to shoot the Fighter and the Kid episode, and then dropped that podcast with his opener, who stinks even more than Schaub, when the Fighter and the Kid was supposed to drop to try and get those botted boppa numbers. Didn't happen, though. So, Brendan Schaub is going to do more fan questions. So, Chin just dropped this on their Patreon. The Fighter and the Kid fan questions for Brendan Schaub. Hey, guys, please send in your fan questions for Brendan. Please ask whatever you like in the comments. We'll get to your questions for Bryan later. Thank you, because Ryan just didn't show up. So I asked a question, of course. First, this guy did, though. Question, where's today's episode? Like I said, Callen ditched him and didn't show up. So I put, do you have any involvement with the appeal of the lawsuit you lost against Unique? Now, I asked this question before, and I asked two questions. Him and Callen answered the second question. I think he might have answered this question, but cut it out of the episode because there was an obvious edit. So I'm just going to keep asking this question. I want this question answered, damn it. Answer my question, Bappa. Answer it again. But, I mean, the fact that he got ditched by Callen, oof. Again, dude. And he must have been like, because he did, here's their schedule. Schaub shows up, he does the Schaub show, and then Callen shows up and they shoot the Fighter and the Kid. So they do this Monday morning, and Schaub show gets uploaded later that day, and the Fighter and the Kid on Tuesday. So Callen didn't show up. Schaub probably couldn't get a guest, so just said, screw it. So now Schaub is in there today, and by himself, and he's just going to do fan questions. That's probably going to be like 2 hours, so respect the Schaub. I will give Schaub this credit. He is actually like trying to do some content for this Patreon, and Callen has just abandoned him for it. So, and then they shoot again on Wednesday to upload the Fighter and the Kid for Thursday. But hopefully I get my question answered. That would be dope. I'm still just waiting on this Flagrant podcast, but I don't know, kind of depressed. Miss Dominican is in the hospital. Wish her well, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.